the years, many great Nike players have had a signature boot. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Pirlo, Totti, Ramos, Mbappe, and now also Jadon Sancho.
Because Nike have dropped these bad boys that are inspired by the hood where Sancho grew up in southeast London. And in typical Unisport style, I'll take them to the pitch so you can see them in action and also of course tell you the rather cool story behind the design. And if you want to cop a pair, all you have to do is sign up to Unisport's membership club, which is easy and free, and these might be yours. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and let's do this. So, the story begins in southeast London, and more specifically SE11, also known as Kennington, where Jadon played football as a kid. And here Nike have taken inspiration from some of the football culture that Jadon lived in when he grew up, but actually also taking some inspiration from Kennington, the area in itself. So you have all this crisscross pattern, that is the wires and the walls of the cages where Jadon and his friends played. You have the neon sign colors as a reference to the chicken shops in the area. And then of course you have the no ball game sign that Sancho and his friends completely and utterly ignored and played everywhere they could. And all of this makes up this really crazy pattern on a boot that I reckon you're probably gonna either love or hate with a passion. But to further highlight that complete disregard for the no ball games rule, Nike decided to graffiti over the sign with the word megz, of course as a reference to a nutmeg, aka the most humiliating skill when you play on the streets. You also have a sign that says popping 24 hours as a reference to kids playing all the time. It says vibes to describe that special feeling that playing football gives you. And then we have my favorite, which says SANCHO SAUCE, or basically too much sauce, all over the boot. It's basically Jadon Sancho's description of talent. Either you're born with the sauce or you're not. And he says himself that when he's playing, the sauce is spilling, dripping all over the pitch. Maybe that's why Nike actually included a hang tag with the boots with a bottle of SANCHO SAUCE. With that said, you gotta be a special kind of good to introduce your playing style as the sauce. I mean, I don't think my teammates would ever let me off the hook, and deservedly so, by the way, if I introduced the J sauce at my next training session. I'm just gonna stick to this next time I go to Nando's. But the coolest thing, in my opinion, is that the boots seem to be made as a reminder to everyone that even though you're told repeatedly that you're not good enough to make it, well, you still can. And it's kind of nice to see how Sancho is using his own success to help people rise by encouraging them to still try and go out and play football, try to make it. Why are the boots blue? Well, I guess it's because that's what Sancho and his friends called the concrete pitches that they were playing at, blue parks. Why blue parks on their concrete pitches? Well, I googled it and I still have absolutely no idea. But if you are a Londoner, and especially from SE11, these are kind of special. I'm not too sure how much I'm feeling them, and there's probably a little too much Sancho sauce for my taste, but there's no denying that it's a pretty eye-popping tribute to Sancho's old hood of Kennington. And there's probably no denying that Sancho loves his London and England roots. So why don't you come back to the UK, Jadon? After all, Manchester to Kennington is only a 3-hour train ride, so just come home. So guys, what do we think of Sancho's new kicks? Well, as always, you should let me know in the comment section right down below. And if you feel you have enough sauce, like a bows, to pull these off, you can go and get them through the link right over there. Just sign up to the Unisport membership club and cop these for yourself. Now, if you don't have enough sauce, you can go and sauce up in the playlist right down there to become a better football player. And of course, remember to subscribe to the channel before you go. And with that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.